Hello traders, and welcome back to Trading with Bill, Forex and Options. It is Tuesday, October 27th, 2015. Traders, great to be with you, helping losing traders become winning traders. Today's got a lot to talk about. Got some Forex charts, only two. Price actions have been horrible, and we'll get to that in just a moment. And then we've got some options that we have gotten into. I think one of them you know about, which is the Nikkei, and then yesterday I got into the spiders. So we'll take a look at that in just a second, but however, before we get there, let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday, and yes, they do call me Bill. Traders, I started trading in 2006, and in 2008 I retired from a wonderful career in the fire rescue department out of the great state of Florida. 9 days later, came to Thailand for a 3-month holiday to celebrate. Well, traders, I got to tell you, I'm in my 8th year here in Thailand and absolutely loving it. It's a great place to trade Forex and options due to the time zone. I basically start at 6:30 in the morning and I end about 11 o'clock at night. No, I don't sit in front of my computer all that time. I am able to get out and about thanks to smartphones, and I have an iPhone, and gives me alerts, gives me charts, does everything I need right there, right on my phone. However, I do spend probably 8 hours in front of my charts. And the way I trade is, as you all know, is I use fundamentals as a guide and to watch for. And then I'm a technician, and I look for candlesticks, price action, price structure. And we're really getting into and enjoying harmonics. I traded harmonics about, must be 3 years, maybe 4 years ago, and really enjoyed it. So we're getting into harmonics, so you might see some harmonic patterns on my charts. You can ignore them. If you're interested, just send me a note and we could talk about them. But I think most people don't trade harmonics, so we don't want to waste time doing that. All right, let's get the legal stuff out of the way. Forex and options trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex and options markets. Most importantly, traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Don't trade your own money. Not a good idea. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's get on over to the euro dollar. This is the new Ninja Trader 8. This is their latest version of the Ninja Trader series. We've been waiting a long time for it. It's a great platform. I'm still learning how to use it. I can't figure out how to get the font where you see the EURUSD 60 on there. Can't figure out how to get that font up and running, but that's okay. We'll just take a look at it and we'll just keep working. We'll get it. So what we have here is no price action. I mean, it's just been absolutely dead for the last 2 days for price action. It's really been hard to get into trades, and I'm not going to chase price. You can see that I put a resistance line up there, and they call that an attractor line in harmonics. And I'm hoping for price to come up there today so I can short this. I really would love to short this at 1140 and take this back down. I'm not sure it's going to happen. And then on the bottom of the chart, you can see that support, and on the top of the chart, that is resistance. So, yeah, that's what's going on, my friends. So that's what's going on with the euro. Not much. Price action is the problem, and you can see where I have the possible entry, the little arrow there, and we'll figure out how to get this stuff. The font's bigger. I just want to put the pound dollar up here just to show you how weak price action is. There's nothing going on, folks. It's just been dangling around here for 2 days, and there's just nothing going on. Don't force trades. If there's no trades, just don't trade it. You can stick in pending orders, expecting price to get to levels, and you can do that. I'd love to, get this back up to this 5,600 area and take it back down. That support, I'd love to get that back up there, and then of course get it back down to the 5,200. It's got to do something though, and there's just no price action here to trade this. And this is a daily chart, and I do look at hourly charts and stuff like that. Being that I changed platforms, all my lines on my other charts, of course, disappeared. So now I'm having to start all over again. It takes just a lot of work to get all those lines, trend lines and channel lines back in the chart. So we're working on it. We're getting there. It's just going to take a little bit of time, but that's okay. So today what I'm telling you is in Forex, you just need to be really careful with what you're trading and make sure you can get to break even. But, we do have data coming out in about an hour from the Great British Pound, and it's a quarter-on-quarter. I think it's IFO. Is it? I don't remember what it is, folks. To tell you the truth, I do not remember what it is. Let me see what that is, because it's an important piece of data coming out. Okay, I got it. It's prelim GDP, but it's quarter-on-quarter. So that's a pretty important number. So we want to make sure that we're in front of our charts, and that comes out in about, well, my time, it comes out at 16:30 hours. So that would be 5:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, because they have not moved their clocks back yet. And we don't move clocks in Thailand, thank goodness. Glad I don't have to deal with that. All right, let's get over to some options charts. Got some interesting stuff to show you. Okay, here's a Nikkei, and remember we put a 135 sell with a 136 buy, and this came up yesterday and then it's come back down. However, if you take a look at this daily chart, we have a personal pivot arrow to the downside. Now we have 10 days left to be in this trade, so it's a week from Friday before this expires. So I have plenty of time for this to come back down, and to me this looks like it wants to come back down. There is some concern on the weekly though. Take a look at this weekly. The weekly price is starting to come into this cloud, right? So, you know, I'm sorry, there is no cloud on this one, so I'm looking at 3 charts at one time. On the weekly, we are clear to go to the upside, which is kind of scary. I mean, we really don't want to see that. But I really think that this is, you know, this is a high at 133.52, so I really think we have a good chance for this to come back down. I like that we had a spike from last week, and we're starting, we're getting another spike, so hopefully this is going to keep moving its way down. Our DNA is to the downside, and our stochastics is to the downside. So hopefully we'll be okay, and we'll make some profit. We are in small profit on this, by the way. Not much, but we are in profit. I'll show that to you in just a second. Let's take a look at the spiders. This is the spiders. And this is another one where I'm in at, I sold at 210 and I got a 212 buy for insurance in case this thing decides to do the pop-up maneuver. But the indices today are all in the red before the New York Open. Again, stochastics actually did not make it all the way up to the top of the cycle, and I like that. And we have a hook to the red side to the down, and the market DNA is blue to the downside. So I'm liking what I'm seeing as far as our indicators go, and I'm liking that we have maintained this 207 area. I need it to come down though, and I'm looking at like this 203 area, 204 area where we will be able to get out. We just want to get about 80%. Now on the spiders, we can make some pretty decent money. I think our max profit on this is like $380. So we can make some money on this spiders in the next 10 days. So we'll just take a look at how that's going. Next one I wanted to show you was the dollar index chart. And just to show you that yesterday and the day before, Monday, how the dollar has become weak, but it's still pretty strong, folks. I mean, you know, we're at 96.86, so you know it's still up there. You know, the dollar is still strong. Don't take that away from anything. The dollar is still strong, so we just need to keep an eye on that. And the 200 exponential moving average is of no concern because that's at 94.601, so that's no concern there. So we'll just keep an eye on this, and that's all we can do is just keep an eye on it and see how that goes. All right, let's go and take a look at our orders and see where we're at. You know, it all comes down to the bottom line, right? Are we making money or are we not making money? Now, remember, you can see we have 10 days till this expires. So if you take a look at the Nikkei 225, you always want to look at the 3 contracts where we're negative, right? -3. So on the -3 with $225 we made. However, you got to subtract the insurance one, which is $190.50. Okay, so basically we're $34.50 in profit at this point. With $34.50 in profit. Okay, the Nikkei is not doing as well as we'd like it to do, but I just put it on. I put on the spiders yesterday. Nikkei put on last Thursday or Friday. I think it was Friday, Thursday. I put it on, and we're hanging in there. Yesterday we were up $50, and now we're only up $19.50. Remember, that's because on our insurance we're $9 in the downside. So totally, we're up $45. Okay, so we're doing okay. We're doing all right. I'm not worried about it. We're still in the profit, and I expect these to come down, and we're just going to keep an eye on them, right? The key in trading options, I don't care what kind of options you trade, if you're doing iron condors, if you're doing calendars, if you're doing vertical spreads like I do, no matter what you do in options, there's one thing that's very important, and that is that you monitor your options every day. It takes 5 minutes to open your charts and see what's going on, in case either you need to get out or you need to make an adjustment. Okay, so you always keep an eye on what's going on with your options trades. That's the biggest mistake people make in options. They put in options on and they don't come back to a month later to see what happened. And you can lose your tail, right? So if I was going to lose my tail and, I just get out, I'm not going to wait for this to get me below $600 on the spiders, right? Because you see my margin 600, that's the max I can lose. And I'm not going to wait for this to go down $600 before I get out of the trade. I'm going to get out way before that, right? I don't even want to get to $100. I'll get out of that trade. So you got to keep an eye on what's going on. And that's the important thing about options. You need to watch what's going on every trading day. All right, that wraps up our review today. Traders, great to be with you. Traders, I forgot to remind you that Friday I do not do a video. And yesterday I had nothing to do a video on. It was so quiet. I couldn't even come up with something to do a video on. It was that quiet. Price action was horrible yesterday. Nothing happened. Okay, traders, please follow me on my website at tradingwithbill.com. You can look at this video and all the others that I've done. Just go to the video channel. And you can follow me on Twitter at WKG1960. And we are helping losing traders become winning traders. We do that as a group. Traders, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Not that I'm going to get anything from it, but I like to see the numbers grow and know that people are watching. Thank you, traders. Have a great Tuesday, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Take care now. Bye-bye.